Good morning, students. So today I will discuss that exercise 7.7 completed. So today I will discuss definite integral. In starting, I told you that integrals are two types: indefinite integrals and definite integrals. So in exercise 7.1 to 7.7, okay, that was indefinite integrals. Means if limits are not given, so that integration called indefinite integrals. And if limits are given for integrals, then it is called definite integral. And differences I discussed that time. Okay. So one time again I will discuss. So in indefinite integrals, constants adding after integration, so constant that can be different, so that's why integration of an indefinite integral, their solution infinite number of solutions. Okay, because due to constant, because constant that is not fixed, maybe 1 2 minus 1 minus 3 pi, anything can be. Okay, but in definite integrals that constant will not come. Okay, why will not come or how? Okay, will not come, that I will tell you. Okay, so due to that constant in definite integrals, constant will not come, so due to that its value fixed, means solution of definite integrals, that will be one solution only. Okay, so first you see, this is also same like that, their symbol and other thing, but here limits. Okay, means this integral we have to integrate limit a to b, means their boundary point fixed. Okay, so fx, suppose their integration fx, suppose that. Okay, so fx plus c, right? Okay, and in here a is lower limit and b is upper limit. Okay, so then putting value, so f, first in place of x you put b, so f b plus c minus. Okay, in place of, after that point, then in place of x a, so f a plus c. Okay, then open the bracket, so plus c and here minus c, so both cancel, so its value will be fp minus fa. Due to that, saying that indefinite integrals, okay, constant will cancel, due to that not coming. So integration a to b fx dx, their value will be fb minus fa, and without limits fx dx, so their integration will be equal to fx plus, this is the difference. Understood? So here constant, so due to that this is indefinite integrals and this is definite integrals. Okay, so also see their geometrical representation. Okay, so suppose that a curve is given. Okay, suppose that this curve is given. Okay, and this curve we have to integrate a to b. So this is a and this is b. Okay, and this region we have to divide in n small equal parts. Okay. And one part their width h, okay, means h like that, means divided in n equal parts and each part their width suppose h. Okay, so this suppose x0. Okay, so this x0, then this will be x1 x2 dot this xr minus 1 xr, and this last part that will be xn. Okay, so this x axis and y axis, and this is origin. Okay, and this is function, suppose y is equal to fx. So draw perpendicular and from here, and this extend it. Okay, so you see here, this is a and this is b, and this is divided in n equal parts. Okay, so x0 x1 x2 xr minus 1 xr, and this last part xn. Okay, so b is equal to, and each part their width h. So x1 what will be x0 plus h, x2 what will be x0 plus 2h. You see here, x1 what will be a plus h, and a means x0 plus h, x2 x1 plus h, and x1 that x0 plus h. So this will be x0 plus 2h. x3 similarly, x1 x0 plus 1 into h, x2 x0 plus 2 into h, x3 x0 plus 3h. So dot xn minus 1 x0 plus n minus 1 into h, and xn is equal to x0 plus nh. Clear? And xn that is equal to b, and x0 that is equal to a. So b is equal to a plus nh. Okay, so from here we can find h is equal to b minus a upon n, and where h is very small, that if n tends to infinite, okay, then h tends to 0. Okay, if n tends to 0 n tends to infinite, means if n is going to divide in so many parts, infinite number of parts, suppose that is not possible infinite, but here tends to means it is exactly not infinite, it is going to infinite. Okay, so when n tends to infinite, this symbol showing tends to here. Okay, so h what will be? So if n suppose infinite, so any number divided by infinite, what will be? 0. So if n tends to infinite, then h tends to 0. Okay, means what is meaning of this? So suppose that you understand by one simple example. Suppose that 1 to 3 x dx. Okay, where x is function. So when we integrate it, means definite integrals also we can represent as a sum of limits. Okay, means in different parts we can divide it, and when we add all parts, that will be equal to integration of that function, like here. So 1 to 2 you suppose plus 2 to 3, means this limit 1 to 3 that divided in 2, 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Okay, and then integrate it. So x there integration x square upon 2 2 1 plus, here we will not write constant, can write no problem, but everywhere that constant will cancel, so due to that not write. And here also, okay, x square by 2 and 2 2 3 here, so space is not there, so doing there, okay, so 1 by 2 constant, okay, then in place of x you put 2, so 2 square minus in place of x 1 square plus here also 1 by 2. So 3 square minus 2 square, then simplify, so 1 by 2 can take common, and here 4 minus 1 3 plus 9 minus 4 5, so 5 plus 3 8 by 2 is equal to 4, clear. And directly if you integrate, then you check what is coming directly, so x square by 2 1 2 3, so 1 by 2 constant, that will be out, so x means 3 square minus 1 square, so 3 square 9 minus 1, so 8 by 2 is equal to 4, means directly also coming. And when we do it by sum of limits also coming same, means integration, definite integrals we can represent as sum of limits, understood? So like this and concept here, so for that one formula, okay, okay, so first you write formula that is given on page number 332, okay, so limit a to b fx dx is equal to limit h tends to 0, h tends to 0, h in bracket f a plus h plus, okay, dot last term f a plus n minus 1 into n. This formula you have to use, and this formula also can be converted in h tends to 0, you know that, okay, you have studied that b equal to a plus nh, so from here h is equal to, you can write b minus a upon n, so in place of h also you can write this b minus a upon n, but when you write h in form of n, a and b that is constant, okay, so here n tends to infinite. If you want to write in this form, then n tends to infinite. This is n and this is h, so h in form of n. Okay. Remaining thing will be same. Only in place of h b minus a upon n, and then limit also will change. Here h is not there, n is there, so n tends to infinity. Then f a plus h plus dot f a plus n minus 1 into h. Okay. So you can apply any formula. Okay. you can do by any formula. So both, so you can use any first or second. And very simple. Suppose that anywhere function will be given. Okay, suppose that function fx is equal to x. Suppose that x their integration you have to find. Okay, then you find fa and suppose that their integration. Suppose one example 1 to 10 x dx. Okay, you have to integrate by this method, sum of limits. Okay, so fx is equal to x. Then and here a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 10. Here, so f a what will be in place of x a, then f is equal to a and a is here 1. Then you find f a plus h, a plus h, and a plus h means 1 plus h, f a plus 2h. So a plus 2h means 1 plus 2h. Then dot dot f a plus nh. So a plus n minus 1 into h. Clear? Then putting here. So by this way we can write limit h tends to 0. Okay, h. Or in this form you can write. So limit n tends to infinity and here b minus a. So find b minus a also. So n is equal to b minus a upon n. So b 10 minus 1 upon. This is h. Okay. So h is equal to 9 upon n. So here you write 9. You write one line b minus a upon n. So b minus a, that is 10 minus 1, 9 upon n, n tends to infinity. And then putting value f a. So f a, that is 1 plus f a plus h, 1 plus h. Okay. And f a plus 2h. So 1 plus 2h. Okay. Plus dot dot 1 plus n minus 1 into h. Okay, and after that integrate it. And here h and here n. So this also you write h you write. Okay, h tends to 0. And after that limit h tends to 0. So you see here how many terms are there? Okay, so 0 into h, 1 into h, 2 into h, and here n minus 1 means n terms. How many terms? N terms. It is divided in n terms, and here limit 1 to 10. Okay, so how many terms here? That here 10 terms. Okay. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, okay, 1 plus 1 plus 1, 10 times, so what will be? 10. And h, 2h, dot dot dot, here h is not there, so 9 times means h take common, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot dot n minus 1. So limit h tends to 0, 10 plus h. And this is AP, so sum of 9 terms, so 9 by L by 2, and then 2A means 1 plus N minus 1 means 9 minus 1, and common difference also 1. So simplify it. So limit h tends to 0, 10 plus here 9 by 2h, and this 2 plus 8, 10. So 2 5 10. So this will be, and then remove limit. So what will be 10 plus, and here 45 into h means 0, so 10. And you integrate it and find what is coming. So 1 to 10 x ds. So x square by 2, 1 to 10. So 1 by 2 take out. Okay. So this 10 square minus 1 square. So 10 square. Okay. 100 minus 1. So this 99 by 2. So some mistakes. Okay. Check again. Okay. Sorry students, here some changes. Okay. Actually it is not. This is nth term, not 10 term. Okay. This is nth term because formula fa plus h plus dot fa plus n minus 1 into h. This also divided in n part, not in 10 part. Okay. So sorry for this. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 n times what will be? nh. Will be nh. Okay. And here also h, that is missing. And here h take common. So in that how many terms? Because here h is starting from here, so one term less means n minus one term, and this is ap. Okay. So from here you see again. Actually integration that 99 upon 2. So here it will divide in n equal parts. Okay, not in 10. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 n times what will be? Only n, not h. H is outside this. So n plus h take common, h plus 2h plus 3h like that. So this will be by h you multiply here. So nh plus h into h square into, this is representing sum of n minus 1 terms of an AP. So we know that sum of n terms n plus 1 upon 2. So in place of n you put n minus 1. In place of n minus 1. So n minus 1 plus 1 by 2. Then simplify it. So nh plus this cancel. So 1h with that nh into, and by 1h multiply in bracket. So nh minus h upon 2. Okay. Then and nh from here you see h is equal to 9 upon n. So nh will be equal to 9. So limit h tends to 0. Here 9 plus again 9 into 9 minus h upon 2. Then putting h value. Okay. Space is not there, so here. So then remove limit. So 9 plus 9 minus 0 upon 2. So take LCM. So 18 plus 81 upon 2 and will be equal to 99 upon 2. That is 10. Okay, 99 upon 2 and here also 99 upon 2. Okay. So like this you can also try some questions. Okay, thank you.